Hello students, today we're going to be learning about Bacon Mountain. Firstly, what is Bacon Mountain? Why do we want to skip it? And how do we skip it? We're going to cover all of this right now. For this guide, we're going to be going against the grain of traditional methods. Yes. So what is Bacon Mountain? Well, we're looking at it right here. Still looking at it. Yup. That's how much experience. 646 million plus XP. Also known as over 70,000 bacon sandwiches. Hence the name Bacon Mountain. Why skip Bacon Mountain? Well, there's many reasons. My favorite is the rewarding feeling of unlocking a new dish. Of course, buffed XP rates. Less running back and forth from Kevin to get your bacon and your bread. No profit lost for all completion of the cooking orders. That's very, very key. And also, maybe you just want to passive it the whole way through because it's a very slow skill. Okay, the moment we've been waiting for. How do I skip Bacon Mountain? Now, I would really suggest you do the fishing skill and save your passive crates for the chef skill, or else it's going to cost you a fortune at the fishmonger. That's crucial to making it a cost-effective plan. So you're going to have three things in here. You're going to have knowledge points, raw fish, and you're going to have passive chef crates I just spoke about. Those are all three different ways you could obtain sliding by, sliding past, sliding down Bacon Mountain without having to cook 70,000 sandwiches. All of these three in combination, they will save you a lot of sandwiches. Maybe even like 70% of that material you'd have to gather. Let's talk about why you guys are watching the video. Okay, so the raw fish. Let's pull up the range of Bacon Mountain now. And let's start off with the cunning lobsters. The gourmet lobster thermidor. You're going to need to get about 1,100 cunning lobsters from Ventures if you want to do it like I did. I used those precise lobsters for levels 319 to 396, and it worked out so perfectly because once I unlock Jades, the lobsters are no longer on the menu. Okay, and next, I think you should get 1,000 plus. Feel free to go way over when I put plus for the fish. It's a really good idea to just go over. But you want to get the cod just for the cooking orders. Now, you can get potatoes as well with the foraging skill if you want to go above and beyond. But it's just so much prep with this guide that I just bought the potatoes and still was able to make money off the cooking orders. Yup. Okay, so my favorite part, the unicorn puffer sashimi. So I personally gathered about 13,000 of these and used only 10,000 of them to get to my next unlock. We'll talk about Jade Rays. Now, it's important to note these are very close to the East Side Rift storage in Hopeport. So, I mean, I've had some friends of mine that have banked up to like 17,000 of these just because they liked it. So it's totally up to you. I just did 13,000, and then I moved on to Jade Rays for a while. So these Jade Rays now, yeah, it's a long way to the bank. But if you account for the time that you run back and forth from Kevin and, you know, the rewarding feeling of just unlocking fish after fish and completing the bounty board, I think that just makes Chef just so much more enlightening. So I really had fun doing it this way. No regrets. I even made upwards to 5-6 gold an hour when cooking the Jade Rays. You know, I made a few gold an hour while cooking the puffer fish. They're just about the same rate, but the Jades are a lot more AFK and faster. So just think about that. And the last thing I had was Rusty Oysters. Okay, Rusty Oysters, second to last, sorry. These are my venture. Just like the Cunnings that I collected 1,100 over time, I'm going to collect these Rusties. I'm even going to take a break and go to the leatherwork facilities, the tannery, and I'm going to just continuously collect these rusties as part of my plan to just, kind of give chef a little break. I did not passive any of my chef experience, which could be a huge factor if you want to maybe throw in some passive crates in the mix of your training. It's all up to you. The last is the Grand Gunard soup. So I personally got like 1,500 of these because I thought that would be enough for the cooking order, but I do suggest getting about 2,000 Grand Gunards for the long run, because if you want to get more Gunards, you can. I think it's good to get at least 1,500 to 2,000. If you feel like getting a bunch of them, it's a long way to bank them all, so that's why I don't really recommend it. But if you feel like getting it, if you like to fish at that spot, go for it. All of these are great options just to take off that X number of bacon sandwiches you're going to have to endure. So really consider this. And with all of this into consideration, you are going to make a few hundred gold doing this method. I'll pull up my cash stack right here so you guys can see where I'm at before even touching the leatherworking facilities. I know a lot of people prefer experience and stuff. I like to change up my route. I'm going for money. I'm going for trade. I'm going for PvP. So I'm just going to enjoy my time making some money in the leatherworking facilities now.